Is this the end of the Duke of York? That is one big question everybody is asking themselves. In one of the most dramatic royal developments in recent history, King Charles has taken the unprecedented step of stripping Prince Andrew of his remaining titles, honors, and privileges, including the use of prince in any official capacity, and ordering him to vacate Royal Lodge, the mansion that Prince Andrew has lived in for decades. Hello, and welcome to Francis Page Media Podcast. If you are not yet subscribed to this wonderful royal news channel, please make sure to do so that you stay up to date with all the latest that is going on in the world of our British royals. So the media has exploded. Newspapers, broadcasters, and social platforms are calling this the King's boldest and most decisive act since taking over the throne from the late Queen Elizabeth. But is this the right move? What does this mean for the monarchy, and what comes next? Media reaction is just like an earthquake. The global media has gone into an overdrive. Many headlines calling this the fall of Andrew, the King's toughest decision yet, a new era of accountability. Commentators describing the decision as the final blow to Prince Andrew's royal life after years of controversy. For many, this is the moment King Charles proved that no one in the royal family is above consequence, not even his own brother Andrew. Shortly after the announcement, Virginia Giuffre's family issued a deeply emotional public statement calling the decision a victory and a long-awaited step toward justice and accountability. For Virginia's family, Andrew's loss of titles symbolizes acknowledgement of the suffering associated with the allegations. Even if there has been no trial or formal legal outcome against Andrew, the statement that Virginia Giuffre's family have issued recently intensified the spotlight and added moral weight to King Charles's decision. Now, has this been King Charles's bravest decision so far? What are your thoughts, my dear friends? Leave those in the comments section below. But there is widespread agreement across the political media and even royal commentary world that this may be King Charles's bravest decision as a king. For years, criticism mounted that the king had shielded Andrew. But by acting now and so decisively, King Charles sends a message. A message that says that the crown's reputation comes before family. Scandals will no longer be quietly managed, and that transparency and accountability matter in a modern monarchy. So, was it the right decision? From a public trust perspective, yes. From a family perspective, painful but necessary. And from a strategic perspective, many would argue that this was long overdue. So Prince Andrew being evicted out of Royal Lodge, what happens to him now? Being kicked out of Royal Lodge is symbolic and practical in many ways. The big question, where does Andrew go next, is one everyone is asking themselves. But there are possibilities, of course. A smaller grace and favor residence, a private home funded personally. Is he going to be living with friends or family temporarily? Unlikely in the long term. Is he gonna be going into exile from public life altogether? Is this indeed the end of Prince Andrew era? I should stop calling him Prince Andrew. Is this the end of Andrew's era? For his public role? Absolutely. For his family life? He will remain inside the royal circle, but with no formal position, no titles, and no public presence. Very sad for Andrew, isn't it? What about Sarah Ferguson, Andrew's ex-wife? She's been long associated with him at Royal Lodge. She has also been stripped of her Duchess of York title and told to leave the Royal Lodge. Is she going to be sorting herself out? Probably, because there have been no provisions made for Sarah. As we speak right now, many charities, organizations she has been representing have all kicked her out. So where will she live? What is she going to be doing? Will she continue as a semi-informal royal supporter? Is she going to distance herself completely from the rest of the royal family? Is she being distanced to protect the monarchy's image? Her remove, of course, suggests this is not just about Andrew. It's about a clean break from a chapter that the monarch wants firmly closed. And Prince William, did he have any influence behind these decisions? Of course, royal insiders have hinted that Prince William strongly supported, perhaps even pushed for this decision. Why? Why would he have been behind this? We don't have to look very far away to see why. Prince William believes in a slimmed down modern monarchy. He sees Andrew as a reputational risk to the legacy he will inherit. He is fiercely protective of the monarchy's moral authority. Many believe that Charles acted with William's full backing, perhaps even pressure, signaling a father-son alignment rarely seen in past generations. Is King Charles cleaning house before King William arrives? This is another big question. Some analysts, including myself here, say that maybe for King Charles this decision has been intentional. He's probably clearing unresolved scandals, tightening the royal roster, reducing liabilities, strengthening public trust, preparing a seamless transition to his son, Prince William. It is widely believed that King Charles wants to pass down a cleaner, lighter monarchy, not a wounded one. So this decision sort of makes a lot of sense. Before we wrap this up, why don't we look at what this means for Harry and Meghan? Now that the king has taken such a strong stance with Andrew, the question naturally follows: does this open the door for action against Harry and Meghan's titles? After all, they have also been under discussion for a very long time. Possibly. But of course the context here is very different, isn't it? Harry and Meghan, controversial, but not accused of any criminal wrongdoing. Still extremely high profile globally. So these sort of make it a little bit tricky with stripping Harry and Meghan of their titles. But for Andrew, there have been extremely serious allegations, deep reputational harm, zero public role. So I think this was very timely a decision for Prince Andrew to be stripped of those titles and his princely title. Prince Andrew. Oh, stop calling him Prince Andrew. He's Andrew, for Christ's sake. But nevertheless, the stripping off of Andrew's title could, in many respects, influence the decisions to strip Harry and Meghan of theirs. Eyes widely open, only time will be telling. What comes next is, of course, the final question we are asking. Here is what to watch or look out for. Will Andrew fight for residence or accept exile? Will Sarah Ferguson publicly respond or keep silent? Will Prince William continue to push for further reforms? Will King Charles move on Sussex titles next? Will the monarchy announce broader structural changes? This moment could be remembered as the start of a new chapter in modern royal history, one defined by accountability, transparency, and a bold attempt to rebuild public trust. My final thought. King Charles has taken a massive step, one that no monarch before him has dared to take. Whether driven by duty, pressure from Prince William, or a desire to reshape the monarchy, the message is clear. A new era is here, right here with us. And not everyone will be part of it. I end there today. Thank you so much for listening to this podcast, my dear friends. If you found it interesting, insightful, leave your thoughts in the comments section below. Did King Charles do the right thing? Is Prince William going to be capitalizing on this for future decisions from a monarch? Stay subscribed, my dear friends. Ta-da!